Thank you once again for saving Sir Hans's life, and mine. I promised I'd pay you back, and I keep my word. So please accept this token of gratitude on behalf of me and Sir Hans.
Thank you, Henry. You're an honourable man who doesn't make promises lightly. I'll put it aside for Pavlena. And since you're here, would you help an old woman with something? It's about Pavlena.
Has something happened?
My daughter, Pavlena. Remember her? She was here when I was healing you two.
I remember. What's wrong with her?
She's missing. It's not like her to be wandering around like that. She goes to Troskovitz to sell baskets, but she knows I can't manage on my own, so she never stays away for long. These old eyes of mine can't see nothing much. Pavlena has to take care of me. She's a good girl, that lass of mine. I'm very worried about her. You understand? What if something's happened to her? God forbid. I can't look for her myself, but you could. I know I'm asking a lot of you, but I've no one else to turn to.
Do you think anyone might want to hurt Pavlena?
These are evil times, Henry. I dread to think what could happen to a young girl alone on the road. And besides, the folk in Troskovitz ain't too fond of us.
What have the Troskovitz people got against you? Did something happen?
I'd rather not talk about it, Henry. I wouldn't want you to get the wrong impression about us.
But what if her disappearance is connected with it? Tell me about it, good wife.
Well, we haven't always lived here in the rocks, you know. We're from Troskovitz originally.
Right. And how come you left?
Left? They threw us out. A childbirth went awry, and we were driven away by all the lies told about us.
Went awry? What happened?
I don't want to talk about it. I'm sure the good folk of Troskovitz will be only too keen to tell you.
Where exactly was Pavlena going?
To Troskovitz. She was taking wicker baskets she'd made. She sells them there and uses the coin to buy what we need. Sometimes it takes her a while, but this time she said she'd be right back. I have a bad feeling about this.
Did it occur to you she might have run off? She's a young girl, and pretty. What kind of life does she have here in the woods? Maybe she wanted to live a little.
You don't know Pavlena. She's not like that. If she wanted to live a little, she'd tell me straight out. She doesn't keep things from me. Don't imagine I keep her here against her will, or that I don't know what it means to be young.
Pavlena is young, and, well, no offence, but you seem a little old to be her mother. Is she really your daughter?
She is. Not by birth, but that doesn't change anything. Her mother died in childbirth, and there was no one but me to take care of her.
And who was Pavlena's birth mother?
A girl from the charcoal burners. They left the county, and I think she had no one else. I buried her myself. No one came for her.
And do you know anything about Pavlena's father?
I don't know who he was. Pavlena's mother was very young, and the fella surely abandoned her when her belly grew. She never told me nothing about him.
Well, as a midwife, I'm sure you've seen it often that, that the mother doesn't survive childbirth.
All too often, lad. But that's the lot of women. Or is it any different where you're from?
No, it's not. True enough.
See then? Now, can we just keep our minds on Pavlena?
All right, good wife. I'll try to find Pavlena for you.
Thank you, Henry. Like I said, she was heading for Troskovitz. You should start looking there.
All right. I'll ask around there for her.
And maybe you could look in her room in the loft. My old legs ain't up to climbing stairs, but you might find some clues there.
What have you left for me? Hey, this is a boy's cap. Does Pavlena wear it? Or did someone leave it here? She's got unfinished work here. Clothes. If she planned to run away, she'd have taken them with her. I had a look in Pavlena's place in the loft.
And? Did you find anything?
She didn't pack up her stuff. I don't think she was planning to be gone for long.
I told you, didn't I? Pavlena wouldn't run off.
I found a cap there. A man's cap. I don't suppose Pavlena would wear something like that.
You're saying she had some young man here? I'd surely have noticed.
I don't know, good wife. I'm just saying what I found.
Could she have found herself a beau in Troskovitz?
She's got unfinished work there. She weaves baskets.
Aye, she usually has a few on the go. But she took them to the market in Troskovitz. We've got nothing here but what we make ourselves, or find in the woods. Pavlena weaves baskets very nicely. Folk buy them from her. Take care and good night.
Go to hell! Mercy! Silly doggy.
What have I? Good evening. Do you need something?
Have you seen Pavlena around here? A young girl from Zhelyov. Sells baskets here sometimes.
Eh? What Pavlena? Go and talk to Pa about such things. He's the bailiff here, you know.
So you haven't seen her? You're about the same age, I'd say.
For Christ's sake, I already told you. I can't wait till I'm wedded and living in Semien. I've had it up to here with oafs like you pestering me all the time. God bless you, sir.
I'm looking for Pavlena, the daughter of Bozhena from Zhelyov. She comes here selling baskets and other items.
Aye, I know her.
Do you know if she's been here in the last few days, Master Bailiff? I'm a bit worried about her.
I haven't seen her myself, but you can ask around the village. Try the houses along the road to Zhelyov. She'd have to pass that way.
What can you tell me about Pavlena?
She used to live here with her mother, but then we drove them out. She's not the kind of girl you'd notice much, but she knows how to take care of herself. I let her come round here because, well, maybe I've gotten soft in my old age. But I reckon children shouldn't have to pay for their parents' sins. Don't you think?
Why did you drive them out of Troskovitz? What happened?
Bozhena was our midwife. It ain't the cleanest trade, but it's needed. Women all over the domain used to call for her help with births. Only, as it turned out, bad help is worse than no help at all. I won't go digging up old grievances, but believe me, we had cause enough to drive that old witch out of here.
Has Pavlena got any friends here? Acquaintances?
There's Roman, who brings us wood.
Roman? Who's he?
A woodcutter like his father. May he rest in peace. He lives just off the green. His hair is red like embers. You can't miss him.
And Pavlena's on friendly terms with him?
Mm-hmm. You could put it like that. Roman's pa wouldn't be too happy about his son being with an outsider like her. But all he can do now is look down and weep. Not that Roman ain't a decent lad. Honest and hard-working. It wouldn't surprise me if Pavlena left her ma to be with him.
Well, I don't think that's likely. Pavlena left all her things at home.
Still and all, you could go and ask Roman if he's seen her or not.
Do you think anyone here would want to hurt Pavlena?
Troskovich is a decent village. You'd better watch your mouth.
God be with you, sir.
Have you seen a young girl here? Her name is Pavlena. She wears a headscarf and sells baskets.
Oh, she's been hanging out with Roman from next door. Maybe they went off somewhere together? Dushko, my husband, was looking for Roman. Better ask him. Take care, sir.
Roman! It's me, Dushko!
You're looking for Roman? I also need to find him. To ask if he knows where Pavlena is.
That sweetheart of his? Well now, I hadn't thought of that. They could be together somewhere, so you can help me look for him.
Where do you think Pavlena and Roman might be?
Not long ago, Roman was talking over a beer about how him and Pavlena wanted to leave and start a new life. Somewhere where no one knows her and her ma.
You think they'd really do it?
I took it all with a grain of salt, but after what he told me last time, anything is possible. For Christ's sake, he's got a whole house his pa left him. He wouldn't just leave it on account of her, would he?
Well, I don't know about Roman, but I've been at Pavlena's, and it didn't look like she was getting ready to leave.
She might have done it in secret, but she'd have reason enough. Believe me. Best to go and look in Roman's house. That should clear things up.
All right. Let's go and take a look at Roman's.
Great. That is, you can go there.
Hang on, you said you two were friends. Why would I go there alone?
For one thing, I have to work. And besides, how would it look if anyone saw me breaking down his door? My reputation would be ruined, whereas you, no offense, you're a stranger. You don't have to worry about your good name, do you? But me, I'd lose my livelihood.
How do I get into Roman's house?
Through the door, of course. Only it's locked. I tried it. You'll have to figure something out.
Oh, that's just great. All right. I'll go and have a look.
After you search the place, come back and let me know what you found. I'll be around here somewhere.
Nobody home. But maybe Pavlena was here. It's set for two. Freshly eaten. And there are the baskets Pavlena came here to sell. They were here for sure. Maybe they just went for a stroll. Dushko might know about their favorite spots.
You have a...
I searched Roman's house.
And what did you find?
Well, there's no one there, but Pavlena had been there for sure. The table was set for two, and I found the baskets that she sells too.
You're right. It sure does look like she was there.
It can't have been long ago either. The food was still fresh. Any idea where they might have gone?
Well, they've got a favorite spot down by the stream. You could try looking there.
Where exactly?
There's a ditch leading from Roman's house to the stream. Follow it down the hill. When you come to a place where the stream flows between the two big boulders, turn left and go straight. There it is, under an old linden tree.
All right. Thank you.
But, mind you don't walk into the middle of anything, awkward. And tell that lazy bastard to get his ass to work. I'm not going to do his work for him. Farewell, my friend.
The place Disco was telling me about. How the local lads bring their girls over here. Christ, there must have been a fight here. Covered in blood. Used as a weapon, maybe. A trail of blood. We should see where it leads. Jesus. This must be Roman. Someone buried in here. Mother of God. Body's been munched on by a pig. Try and find out who's hurrying this. Maybe they saw something.
Great.
I found a stray pig.
That's great. I lost a sow somewhere. Where is she?
Not so fast. It's munching on a corpse back there in the forest.
Blessed Virgin! What corpse?
My guess is it's Roman, a local woodcutter.
Why, all that's holy! I saw him going towards the woods with his girl, and now you tell me he's dead. Surely she didn't kill him. Christ, I think I'm gonna throw up.
Who are you?
My name is Hugo. I herd hogs. I take them to the woods to forage for acorns and nuts. But I ain't got nothing to do with no cops, if that's what you're asking.
Have you seen anything suspicious going on around here?
Suspicious? Like how?
I don't know. Someone carrying or dragging something? That corpse didn't walk there on its own.
Hang on now. I did see something a bit odd. One of the farmhands came from the woods in a big hurry. And he was carrying a spade.
Which one of them was it?
Straw! That is Slavomir. But everyone calls him Straw. He works on Yakish's farm. A big farmstead in the south of the village. Oh, do you think he could have killed Roman?
Who knows? But it does seem like he buried him.
God's truth.
You say you saw Roman with his girl. You mean Pavlena?
Aye, that's the name. Pavlena.
I saw the pair of them going down towards the stream. Probably for a smooch. The two of them are pretty close. That is, they were. Oh, do you think the girl might be mixed up in his death?
I hope not. I'm trying to find her too. Thanks for your help. I better go and find that farmhand.
Aye, and if he really done it, then give the murdering fucker what he deserves. Ladybird! Where the hell did that Ladybird? Ladybird! Come back before a wolf eats you! Ladybird!
Whoa! I'm looking for Straw, your farmhand. I believe he was involved in a murder.
A murder? What murder?
The woodcutter Roman was killed, and his body buried in the forest.
Sweet Jesus. But why would Straw, of all people, do something like that? He didn't even know Roman that well. Straw is here on the farm somewhere, so ask him about it. But be careful. We could drag you before the bailiff if you make any false accusations.
Are you the one they call Straw?
Yeah? Why?
I know everything. I know you buried Roman's body in the woods.
What? How could you? That's not true.
It's no use trying to wriggle out of it. I have a witness.
Shit. Fuck. I didn't want nothing to do with it, I swear. It's all that girl's fault.
Where is Pavlena?
I ain't telling you nothing.
Take it easy. I don't want to do you any harm. I just wanted to know what really happened with Pavlena and Roman.
All right, then. Well, it all began in the tavern. We were boozing with Yakish. He don't go to the tavern much, but when he does, me and my brother go along too. Even though we're just his hired farmhands, he buys us wine.
Yeah? Go on.
When Yakish got drunk, he started remembering that day when his wife and son died. It happened during childbirth. And to this day, Yakish blames Bozhina, the herb woman, for it. She was the midwife. I don't know if it was really her fault, but anyway, the boy died and she didn't baptize him, even though she had every right to do it. The little fella died unchristened, so his soul is damned for all eternity. That's not right.
Now, save your bullshit for someone else. I'm done listening to your tales. Where's Pavlena?
It was Yakish's fault. He wanted to get revenge on Bozhina, and my brother Ota got this idea into his head. We lay in wait for Pavlena. We followed her along the path to the pond, and then we jumped her. Only then her fella turned up, Roman. As soon as he saw us, he charged us like a wounded boar, and he held my brother by the throat and pounded him like a madman. So I grabbed a rock and smashed him over the head with it. I never seen so much blood. I didn't mean to kill him, I swear.
God almighty. And what did you do with Pavlena?
She was stunned when she saw what happened. So my brother grabbed her and dragged her into the rocks while I went to bury Roman. We couldn't just let her go after she'd seen everything.
Where in the rocks?
To the south of Geliov. There's a kind of gorge there. An abandoned poacher's hide with a ladder leading to it. I've told you everything. What are you going to do with me?
Both of you should be tried justly for what you did. I'll take you to the bailiff and leave the rest to him.
Kurva, I really didn't want it to end like this.
I brought you Slavobor. They call him Straw, from Yakesh's farm. He and his brother attacked Pavlena and killed Roman. Then Straw buried him in the woods.
For the love of God, Straw! Is this true?
We didn't mean to kill anyone. We just wanted to give Pavlena a scare and Roman went for us. It was self-defense.
Henry, is it true what he's saying?
Straw killed Roman, but I don't believe he did it with evil intentions. You should be lenient.
I'll take your testimony into account. You'll be locked up in the rat house, Straw, until we decide what to do with you. Thanks for bringing him in, Henry. Roman's murder can't go unpunished.
There. Don't come any closer, or I'll cut her throat. I swear to God, don't try any tricks. Turn around and go right back where you came from. Stop struggling, you bitch. You don't move, you whore son. Who the fuck are you?
My name is Henry. I'm from Skalitz.
And what the fuck do you want here, Henry of Skalitz? Who sent you?
First, tell me who you are. We're Christians. We can talk things over, can't we?
I'm... Otto.
Easy now, Otto.
Kurva! I never wanted it to end like this. You gotta believe me. I just wanted to give Pavlena a scare, but then that fool Roman got mixed up in it and... I never meant to kill anyone! Shit!
Take it easy.
Don't fucking tell me to take it easy! How did you get here? My dog Bristly was guarding the entrance. What did you do to him, you bastard? And where's my brother? He should have been here long ago. Talk, or I'll slit her throat.
I took your brother to the bailiff.
Fuck! You might as well have killed him straight off. What do you think you'll get for murder? I've got to get out of here and go and save him. Fuck!
Don't worry, your dog is just fine. I gave him the slip.
You treacherous rat! You wanted to sneak up on me from behind, eh? Well, Bristly will be waiting for you.
Why are you doing this? Why pick on Pavlena?
It's Yakesh's doing. Bozhena killed his son. He was always on about paying her back for it. And he's got a huge fucking farm and 2 daughters to marry off. He'd never give them to ordinary farmhands, unless he owed them a debt.
So you did it to get into his good books?
It was the only way. I don't want to spend my whole life shoveling shit.
I don't know what more I can tell you. It's time for you to make your mind up. Look, let Pavlena go, and I swear I'll let you walk away unharmed.
I bet you promised the same to my brother, you fucker. But I can't let her go. Even if I wanted to. She knows everything. She'll tell on me and I'll be fucked!
Pavlena can say what she likes, but it'll make no difference if I have a word with Lord von Berghoff. Then you won't have to fear the bailiff or anyone else.
What? You could do that?
Sure. You can see I belong to the gentry.
That could maybe work. All right, I'll let her go. All right. Just take it easy. I'm letting her go.
Die!
No!
Die! Die! That's for Roman! You bastard!
You killed him? But he let you go.
So what? He deserved nothing better.
No, you're right. He had it coming.
Yes, for what he did to Roman. I have to get out of here. Will you take me back home?
We can go. I'll go with you.
Good. I don't want to spend another moment here.
Of course.
Let's go then.
Here we are. Pavlena's fine.
Pavlena, let me look. Are you all right?
I'm fine, Ma. They
They abducted her.
God almighty. Who would do such a thing?
They were hired hands from Troskovitz.
And did they do anything to you?
No, they just tied me up. But they were Yakesh's hands. They would have killed me.
Yakesh? I might have known he wouldn't leave us in peace. Hasn't he hurt us enough already? Isn't it enough that we have to live here because of him?
Ma.
I knew it would come to this. Henry, I need one last service from you.
I'd be glad to help.
Yakesh is to blame for everything. For us being driven out, for Pavlena being abducted.
And for everything else.
Everything leads back to him and his old hatred. We'll never have peace as long as he's alive.
What are you trying to say?
I want you to kill him.
What? Are you serious?
Yes. It's either him or us.
What happened between you and Yakesh?
That's old history.
It was because of him that they drove us out of Troskovitz.
You lived in Troskovitz?
For generations. I was the midwife there for years, just like my ma before me. So many children we brought into the world. Yakesh's too, except for one.
What happened?
The birth started sooner than it should have, and Yakesh didn't send for us on time. He thought since Ludmilla had already given birth to 3 children, she'd managed the 4th on her own. Little Marushka came to get us, though, but by the time we arrived, it was looking bad. I did what I could. I gave her poultices and herbs to inhale, but the child was feet first and wouldn't come out. No matter what we did, it clung on and wouldn't budge. In the end, it died. When we finally got it out, it was too late.
He was, ripped apart. I remember that.
Pavlena. It was a boy. Yakesh's only son. He wouldn't listen. He had to look at him. Right after, he threw us out. Ludmilla died during the night, probably all alone, from exhaustion and pain, or maybe distress. Yakesh blamed us for everything, and the whole village listened to him. They drove us out.
Past the boundary stone.
Yakesh turned all his anger and hatred against us. But it was us who tried to save his son.
I don't think it was your fault. These things just happen in life sometimes.
Aye. Everyone dies.
Yes.
Bozhena, don't you know that that path leads nowhere good? They hurt Pavlena, yes, but you mustn't do anything. Murder is a sin.
No, Henry. Enough is enough. When Yakesh accused us of killing his son, I did nothing. When they drove us out of the village, I did nothing. When we had to forage in the woods to survive and spent the winter shivering over dying embers, I did nothing. And now, when Yakesh tried to kill my daughter, you tell me I should do nothing? No, lad. This can't go on.
And what if someone then avenges Yakesh's death on you?
Let them. I've had enough. Why would I make peace with someone who only wants to hurt us?
I don't know. There's just been enough death already. When is it going to end?
It'll end with Yakesh's death. There's no other way. If you think you can convince Yakesh, go ahead and try. But I can tell you now it'll come to nothing.
I'm not getting involved in any murder as long as there's a chance of talking it over. I'll try to patch things up between you and Yakesh, even if you don't think it'll work out.
As you wish. But when you fail, you'll know what needs to be done. Otherwise, this will never end.
Stop, good man. Give me your money, and no funny stuff, now!
Oh, fuck you.
What? Now you're gonna get it!
You're a dead man!
Enough! I give up!
Amen to you!
Back on your feet, now! We aren't done yet!
Thanks to God and the Blessed Virgin.
Come and hear. It's time for her.
God be with you. Keep the peace and we'll stay friends.
Greetings, Master Guard.
We beseech thee, O Lord, thy grace into our hearts, that we, to whom the incarnation of Christ thy Son was made known by the message of an angel.
Who are you praying for?
For my son, Yaroslav.
How come he's buried there, and not at the cemetery?
He died during birth, and was never christened, so he couldn't be buried in the cemetery.
God have mercy. I'm sorry about that.
Aye, me too. If it hadn't been for that treacherous old hag, he wouldn't be here under a tree. He'd be in the churchyard, as he ought to be. The poor, innocent soul. Or standing right here next to me.
Old hag? Who are you talking about?
The midwife, Bozhena. My wife, Ludmilla, gave birth to 3 daughters. Quick and easy every time. The village women often scream all day and night before they bring their babies into the world. Not my Ludmilla. When she had Marushka, it was all over before the midwife even got here. But when Yaroslav was coming into the world, you know, I knew already I'd finally have a son. I never sent for no help. Why would I? After all, Ludmilla done it all on her own 3 times. And besides, that Bozhina is an unclean woman and a witch. Only this time, something went wrong. Of course I wasn't there. Being a God-abiding man, I was outside. But Marushka comes running out, shouting, "Pa, send for Bozhina! Ma's poorly!" I thought twice about it, but then I sent for her. She came along with a little girl, Pavlena, and a whole sack of herbs. She started brewing right away, and before the night was out, she was pouring God knows what kind of concoction down Ludmilla's throat. It's a wonder she didn't poison her, the crone. I couldn't get a wink of sleep all night. It wasn't till daybreak that Bozhina came out of the house, carrying in her arms. They could see right off it was a boy. Like I said, only Yaroslav came out feet first. And as they were pulling him out, well, he was all Mother of God. I can't even say it. It was that Bozhina's doing, I tell you. If she hadn't pulled him out and left Ludmilla to manage herself, he could have lived.
I'm sure Bozhina didn't want to hurt your son. She was trying to help.
Help? By killing my son and condemning him to damnation? I asked the priest, and he told me every midwife has the sacred right to perform baptism when things go wrong. Like when it looks bad for the child, see? She can baptize him, make sure he gets to heaven. And you know what Bozhina did?
What?
Not a thing. She looked at that little body lying still and didn't do a damned thing. And my wife died a few hours later. So don't you tell me Bozhina was trying to help. That same evening, I got the other fellas from the village, and we drove that damned witch out beyond the boundary stone.
I see. She lives in the woods now.
A good thing, too. She hasn't shown up here since. Many times I told myself we should have done more to her, so she'd know how I felt.
I understand your pain, but it wasn't Bozhina's fault. She saved my life when I was wounded and lost in the woods. She's a good soul.
That's all well and good. But believe me, that witch will never wash clean her sins.
Your farmhands murdered Roman and abducted Pavlena, the herb woman's daughter.
So what you told me was true? Good Lord.
Straw admitted everything, so I dealt with him according to the law.
Jesus Christ! Why would they do something like that?
They did it to get in your good books. For taking revenge on Bozhina.
My God! I never wanted anything like that. When I get drunk, I curse her, aye, but I never wanted anyone to kidnap her daughter or murder anyone. I didn't put anyone up to it. They did it on their own, and it's their own bloody fault. Jesus Christ! That's the last thing we need, a mess like this. I have to square things up with Thrush.
I'd like to ask you more about your son, Yaroslav. If that's all right with you.
Ask away.
When did your son die?
Well, Yaroslav would have been 5 years old now.
What about your other children?
One of my daughters got married and moved out. Marushka and Olina are still here. Once they get married, I'll be left all alone on the farm.
Why? One of them could live on the farm with her husband, couldn't she? Lots of fellows would give the right arm for a place like this.
Aye, true enough. Only a father should pass his livelihood on to his son, goddammit! Don't tell me it's different where you come from.
My pa was a blacksmith. He taught me his trade since I was little. He wasn't my father by blood, but he took me as his own from the day I was born.
Really? What kind of man would take in another's child?
An honourable man. Blood isn't everything. You know yourself. You'll find husbands for your daughters, and you'll be glad to have them take care of you in your old age. Like it should be. And one day your livelihood will pass on to your grandchildren. Nothing ends.
I suppose you're right.
I don't have any more questions. Thanks. Look, I know relations between you and Bozhena the herb woman aren't good, but it's time to put an end to the animosity.
Where are you going with this? That witch deserves no pity.
I understand your bitterness, and I'm sorry about your son. Bozhena would certainly have saved him if she could, but whatever happened between you, it has to end now. Bozhena came very close to losing her daughter on account of your feud. Your farmhands abducted her, and they killed her sweetheart.
But I had nothing to do with that. They did it of their own free will, not on my orders.
That means nothing. They did it because of you. They wanted you to be indebted to them.
But that's not my fault, and I don't see why I should have to make up with Bozhena on account of it.
Listen, I know a thing or two about revenge, and believe me, sometimes you just have to say enough and turn the other cheek, because otherwise it will never end.
You know nothing. I can't simply forgive her.
Well, then do it on account of Pavlena. After all, she's not to blame for anything, but she's the one who's suffering most from your feud.
Christ almighty. You're talking like the parish priest. I'll send Bozhena compensation. I never wanted anything to happen to her daughter, and she's the one who suffered most from that banishment. She can't have been more than 10 years old. I give my word that I won't do anything bad to them. And those two fools of hands, they won't show up here again. And if they do, I'll haul them off to the bailiff myself.
I've already dealt with your hands.
Oh. Good. Good. But my offer still stands. Bozhena and Pavlena could return to the village.
Very well. It's about time this chain of vengeance was broken for good. Give me the money, and I'll take it to Bozhena. But God alone knows whether she'll forgive you.
Thank you. It's time for us all to get on with our lives. I hope Bozhena will understand that.
The greatest evil and danger on God's earth, men's cruelty and wickedness. You may say that God created Adam and all men in his image.
God! Go! Quick! Quick! Oh, go! Whoa! Whoa!
God be with you, sir.
I talked to Yakesh and explained everything to him. He agreed to make amends. His hands acted on their own accord. And he's sorry about it, mostly because of Roman and Pavlena.
What does that mean? That Pavlena can go to Troskovitz and no one will trouble us anymore?
Yes, but that's not all. He gave me some coin for Pavlena, too, as compensation for Roman. Even though he wasn't Pavlena's relative, Yakesh wants to show his sympathy for her loss. Here it is.
Thank you, Henry. In the end, you were right. If only we'd made peace with Yakesh before it all went so far.
Well, at least Pavlena is safe.
I don't know what I'd do without her. We'll always be obliged to you, Henry. If you ever need anything, you know where to come. And you should at least keep half of Yakesh's coin.
No way. I can't take your money. You helped us before, and I helped you in return. So keep the coin.
Well, as you wish, Henry. You're a good man. Thank you for everything. Take care now.
I'd like to learn something.
What are you interested in?
I'd like to learn more about medicinal herbs.
All right, but it'll take some time. You silly doggy.
I'd like to learn something.
What are you interested in?
Show me a few alchemy tricks.
Thanks. I'll teach you one trick, but it'll take time to learn it.
So, how are you doing?
Well, not bad, all things considered. I mean, with all that happened over the past few days.
I understand. I didn't want to upset you. I was just wondering if you had everything you needed, and so on.
You're so sweet, but we're doing all right. Don't worry about us. What we need and can't make ourselves, we buy. We earn some coin from my baskets and Mother's medicines, but mostly we live off what the forest provides. Ma taught me about every flower, root and mushroom, so I pick a lot of things. Ma can cook a hare like no one else, so I bring a lot of them. I can hit one at 30 paces. Sometimes we even eat venison. I can shoot a deer at 50 paces, but don't tell anyone.
Of course. You can trust me. Hitting a hare at 30 paces, that's some serious marksmanship. I'm not sure I could do it. Perhaps you could teach me a few tricks.
I'd be happy to, but don't expect any miracles. You just need to know your way around the forest and practice a lot. And when you live alone in the forest, you've got plenty of time for that.
I'd like to learn something.
And what would you like?
I hear you're good at opening locks without a key. I'd like to learn.
Thanks. I'll teach you one trick, but it'll take time to learn it.
I'd like to learn...
What are you interested in?
I still don't know much about medicinal herbs.
Thanks. I'll teach you one trick, but it'll take time to learn it.
I'd like to learn...
And what would you...
I know how to
Thanks.
I'd like to...
There's no time... Greetings.
I'd like to learn something.
And what would you like?
Being quick and sneaky at the same time still gives me trouble.
Thanks. I'll teach you one trick, but it'll take time to learn it.
Ave Maria.
I'd like to learn some.
What would you like to know?
The mysteries of alchemy aren't free. I'd be happy to pay for some.
All right, but it'll take some time.
Ha! It's you, Gajo. Aranka's prophecy is coming true.
What? What Gajo?
You come to save our family from this disaster.
Save how? What are you talking about? Slow down and tell me what happened.
How can I slow down, Gajo, when my Shea Marika is gone? My only daughter, gone. Her empty tent is all that is left of her. If Aranka's prophecy is true, you must help me.
How can I help you?
How do you think? You must find her and bring her back.
Do you think in that forest, maybe something could have...
No, I'm sure. Do not invite evil. Such lava can come true.
What prophecy? By all that's holy.
Miri Romney had vision, and she described a Gajo just like you. She said a stranger coming, not like us, different. And he will help our family, our honor. And I believe her every word. She's never wrong, Shosha.
So she disappeared out of the blue?
On my honor as voivode of this camp. One moment she's here, next moment gone. We search for her, but not find. Then Aranka has vision. So we wait for Gajo, who will help us. And now, waiting is over. It's written in stars and how birds fly. I know nothing of such things, but everything Aranka says is true. Will you help me? Will you help an unfortunate voivode? I will reward you, do not worry.
I'll help you. I'm sure we'll find her.
Dear God, I know something good will happen the moment when I see you.
But hold on. You have to tell me more about Marika. Where and when did you last see her?
It has been 2 days. We even follow her tracks past her woman's hut, and then on towards Apollonia.
You mean Bojana, the herbalist? She didn't advise you?
I do not know the Johani's name. But I know she does not like nomads. She says she don't know anything. And if she know, she will not tell us. Such disrespect. Puh, be bucked.
Voivod, I know it's hard to accept, but could your daughter have been...
No.
But...
I said no.
I just mean...
I am Voivod, and that means I'm wisest in all camp. I have letter of safe conduct from the king, guaranteeing safety and freedom for my camp. And when I know something, I know it. Tana?
Where's her tent? Maybe I can find something in there that'll help with the search.
We look through everything here. That's Zeratu. Nothing.
Still, I'd at least give it a try.
Mishto. But don't waste time. Marika, she sleep under a kind of oilcloth right next to Aranka's shop. She always liked the open air.
I think I know everything I need to know.
Please, find Marika and bring her back.
Christ, pardon me.
You silly doggy.
Nice scarf. It must have belonged to Marika.
Fair maidens and women of virtue, gather round and listen. I have to warn you about the greatest evil and danger on God's earth. Men's cruelty and wickedness.
I believe in God, the Father Almighty, creator of heaven and earth, and in Jesus Christ, his only Son, our Lord, who was conceived by the Holy Spirit and born of the Virgin Mary. He suffered under Pontius Pilate, was crucified, died, and was buried. He descended into hell. On the third day, he rose again. He ascended into heaven and is seated at the right hand of God the Father Almighty. He will come again to judge the living and the dead. I believe in the Holy Spirit, the Holy Catholic Church, the communion of saints, the forgiveness of sins, the resurrection of the body, and life everlasting. Amen.
Safe again. God will understand. Don't fear God. Fear men. You're right.
God! Quick! Quick! God! God! Whoa! Oh!
Greetings.
I'm looking for Marika, and I heard you know her.
Marika. I do know her, but why are you looking for her?
I promised to help her father, the voivod from the nomads camp. He's worried about her.
Well, you helped me, Henry, so I'll help you. Marika was here with her lover, but he was in rough shape. Blood everywhere.
What? Her lover? What happened?
Aye, with Bohush from Samin. Poor girl, she was terribly afraid of something. I begged them to stay here, said they were in no danger here, but nothing came of it. I went to pick some herbs, and when I came back, they were gone.
Do you know who she was so afraid of?
Everyone, as far as I know. Her own family and the people of Samin.
How come?
Most didn't approve of her relationship with Bohush. Both families took it as an affront to their honor. But that's all I know.
Do you have any idea where they might have gone?
Marika told me a few times about a cave chamber in Apollonia, but I've never been there myself.
In Apollonia? That's a long way to go.
At least you can see how scared she was to stay here. I fixed Bohush up the best I could. I hope they made it.
Do you know where exactly it is?
I do. You start from Trotsky and go in the direction where the woodcutters cleared the biggest gap in the forest. The entrance should be somewhere on the right side of the valley. There should be one little rock wedged between two big ones. I remember that, because Marika told me that she sometimes feels just as small, like she's stuck between two big worlds.
Thank you. I'll try to find her there. Do you know what happened to them?
Sadly, I don't. Marika was terrified. She didn't want to talk about it at all. And then they were gone. Well, that's all I know about her, lad.
All right. Thanks for your help.
Take care now.
Something's missing.
Show me your wares.
Quick!
Whoa!
Hey, dearie, spare some money so a poor wayfarer can buy himself an ale?
How much would that be?
Well, fuck! I'll kill you! You want to try me? Enough! I'll rip you!
Thank you, lad. Who knows what they would have done to me?
I was happy to help.
You did more than help. You're my guardian angel. Take this. I would have lost a lot if it wasn't for you. And thank you again.
Go!
Whoa!
Go! Apollonia. Marika was headed somewhere around here. I could have the dog sniff for a scarf. Maybe he'll lead me somewhere.
Track!
Oh no. Someone must have walked this way badly injured. You must be Marika.
Aye. Did Odette send you? I was hoping he would not find me so quickly. Well, at least he sent you and not my prala. They wouldn't not even bother talking.
Your brothers? Why would they not bother talking?
They take after Dad. At least Geza. He's hot-blooded.
The Voivod's worried about you. He sent me to find you.
Worried? Now he worry about me. You don't know anything, do you?
What should I know?
Yes, that sounds like Dad.
So tell me what happened.
I ran away. That happened. My father wanted revenge for the insult to his honor, so my prala went after poor Bohush.
Who insulted his honor?
The villagers! When me and Bohush start courting, Dad sent a messenger to village, saying there must be wedding or Bohush will pay.
The Voivod himself wanted you to get married?
That is what we do. When a chavo and a chai start something, the chavo, man, must marry the girl.
So you ran away from the wedding?
Well, Bohush would not be against it, but we were in the forest at the time. And his mother and village people laughed at the messenger, sent him back with insults and tortured. Voivod get mad and my prala too. They found poor Bohush to vent their anger. Then left him in the forest. Lucky I found him and took care of him. You probably know the rest.
Why don't you go back and explain it to them?
Once red flows, it is hard to stop the cycle. The people from Semin want to rid of the camp. The Voivod would like to punish all those he thinks have disgraced his chai. And he never asked me how it is really. As if men should work it out between themselves, and a girl like me should shut up and wait to see what happens. No, I will not go back alone.
That's not what the Voivod told me.
I think he's ashamed how far it has gone. His honor will not let him do anything. He's a hothead sometimes.
What now? You can't hide here forever. Bohush doesn't look too good, either.
He would surely have relief for at least a while if he got something to ease the pain. Can you please go and see my mother at the camp? She might be able to help. She knows herbs.
I think I can help him myself.
You?
Don't worry. I've treated injuries like this before. I've been through a lot.
Well... all right then.
He mostly needs clean bandages, and some ointment for the wounds, made from comfrey and marigold. Or a decoction from marigold. That should bring down the fever and help with the healing. You can take this potion. It'll help him.
Oi, Devla. Thank you. I will give it to him right now. But there is one more thing I would like to ask you. I need an amulet from Dad. It is Chohahuno, magical. It protects anyone who wears it around neck. If Dad give it to me, I will come back. With Bohush.
Do you think he'll go for it? If he let your brothers do this to Bohush, why would he help him all of a sudden?
He'd do it for me. If you get the amulet for me, I will reward you. Do not worry, I did not go from home with nothing. But Dad must hand it over willingly, or it will lose its protective power. Best if he bring it to me himself.
Well, I can try, but no promises. It's all pretty tangled up now. I found this scarf in the camp. I think it's yours.
Aye, that's my favorite. Bohush gave it to me. Thank you.
How's Bohush doing?
It keeps changing. He is delirious for a while, then he is unconscious. I can only pray to the Blessed Virgin that he will recover.
How is life here?
I cannot complain, except about Bohush's health. We have food to eat, no rain here, and no one can find us. I just miss my family sometimes. But then I remember that I'm here because of them.
Who? What? Who? What?
Lacho Jives Gajo.
Kai just goro. Solo this.
I talked to Marika.
And where is she?
Not so fast. I have a feeling you didn't tell me the whole story.
Kasmurokar. Yes, it is true. It is true. I didn't know if I can trust you completely.
So what really happened?
Marika wants to leave. So, I say she should get married, and they both stay and travel with us. But that boy of hers, he said no. My two Shave, my sons, Tibor and Geza, they decide to avenge family honor, because they hear all the insults my messenger come back and tell about. So they go to Semin to punish them. Well, at the end, Marika's sweetheart gets stabbed. And before we know it, Marika gone. She's probably with him too.
She wanted to save him.
Tibor and Geza go to look for them. But on the way back, they meet some woodcutters. Oh. And Geza... he has Yaga Lorat like me. He quickly pulled out his knife. But... it ended very badly. Geza get killed. And Tibor get captured. All I get is message that if any one of us go near Semin again, we will end up same way. I had 2 Shave and 1 Shai. And now, I have nothing. I'm voivode of camp. But except for Aranka, there is no more of my clan here. Just nomads from other places.
Tibor and Geza, did they go to avenge your honor of their own accord? Or did someone send them?
Well,
Yes?
if you could hear the insults they hurled at us. They called us dog-eaters and heathens. They said Marika was unclean. And whoever touched her would die within a year.
So you sent them?
Not exactly. But Tibor and Geza, see how angry I am, and take it on themselves. But no one can insult my family.
The message that your messenger came back from Semin with, that wasn't from Bohush.
No?
It was from his mother. Bohush didn't know anything about it.
It is still his familia. Blood like blood. They stain our honor. The whole village hate us.
Well, I understand, but poor Bohush.
What about my shire? What about my family?
What do you mean, if you can trust me? What about all that talk about a prophecy?
I said I trust Aranka, and that you will save our camp. But I need Marika for that. I made very sure I did not lie to you, even once.
But you were leading me by the nose a bit.
I'm voivod, not saint.
Why didn't you tell me everything right away?
What did you want to hear? That my whole family is destroyed? That my daughter may be run off with a village gajo? I do not say kada to everyone. I still have my pativ.
Well, what now? Marika's not coming back alone. She loves Bohush, who's 1 foot in the grave. And she's afraid you'd do something to him here. And that's why she wants you to give her an amulet to protect them.
Amulet? My amulet? She cannot be serious. I cannot just... My family is in ruins. Although... You already know everything. You can help me. Please. Rescue Tibor from the village. Do not let me lose another son. And we must give Geza a proper funeral, our way, so his soul can finally rest. Aranka can tell you more about that, or Tibor himself. Please, I will repay you. Help my family, and we will talk about the amulet. Budbacht tesa stipend.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Sartuke Jal.
Good day.
You must be Bahush's mother.
Did you come to pity me?
No. I'm more interested in what actually happened. With Marika and Bahush.
She bewitched him. And I was ashamed that my son was courting such a filthy wretch. And that king of theirs, or whatever the hell he is, starts saying that Bahush seduced his daughter, so they must get married. Can you credit it? His messenger threw that in my face, right in the village square, trying to shame me for the rest of my life. Of course I sent him packing and told him to tell that lousy chief of his there wasn't a chance of that happening.
I suppose the Voivod wasn't too happy about that.
That whore's son sent 2 of his brawlers after Bohush. They said he's scum who disgraced their girl and they'd take revenge.
How did Bahush respond?
If my son has lost his mind, at least I must keep my wits about me. I'd never allow it. Not even before those 2 murderers came from the camp and they stabbed poor Bahush.
I'm sorry about Bahush, but I'm sure things will work out all right.
I hope so. Otherwise, I'll lose my only son. Take care then.
Greetings.
Same to you.
Do you know something about a nomad who's held captive somewhere around here?
What's it to you? Mind your own business. And a word of advice for you. Don't try anything. My fellas are keeping a close eye on him.
I'm looking for a nomad boy. He's supposed to be held captive around here.
Aye, he's locked up in the stable at the back. I bring him some food sometimes, but that's all I know, and I don't care.
Well, if you bring him food, you must have the key.
I don't. One of the fellas who's on guard duty always unlocks it for me.
And who's that?
Ask the fellas. I already told you it's nothing to do with me. Farewell, my friend.
What? Untie me, please.
Wait for a little while longer.
Perasqueres. Wait for what? Doomsday? Sijar, let's get out of here. Follow me. Amaro, that was something. That was something. The last time I ran that fast was when I was a kid and a villager set his ricone on me for stealing apples from his garden. Palikeraf, thank you, Amaro. Who are you anyway? Now we have finally got time for introductions.
I'm Henry. The Voivod sent me to rescue you.
So, you know I am Tibor then? I am in your debt, Amalo. I expect many things, but not getting rescued by a gajo.
Don't mention it. The Voivod wants to bury Geza.
Did you talk to Edda about it?
Not yet.
She must come to stay with him, Vartinel. The two of us can at least get it ready. We just need to bring Geza to his favorite spot.
But you must tell me what happened to the poor fella.
Alas, Geza. I will have that picture before my eyes as long as I shall live. He was a Delino sometimes, but I loved him still. We were walking through the woods when they jump us. Geza think they come to avenge Bohush. He stepped one of them and the rest of them beat him to death with whatever is at hand.
I need to know where it happened, so I can bring him back.
A bit to the east of the village, in the woods by the woodcutter's camp. Then they dragged Miropral away and tied him to a tree. As a warning they say, fucking war sons.
Do you know where his favorite place is?
Yes, we went there together often. There is a shukar view of the woods and a cliff above babbling stream. Just go west along the rocks from the woodcutters, about 200 paces. Always along the edge. There is a nice clearing there. I will go ahead and wait for you. I will dig a hole while I wait.
I think I know what I need to.
I will meet you in the clearing. I will wait there until you bring Geza's body.
I know where Marika is. I talked to her. She's taking care of Bahush. Geza messed him up badly.
I am sorry to hear that. The important thing is that nothing happened to Marika. That girl is more capable than many Mursha. Mi tu da vel bacht, te sastipen.
Go! Ka! Go! Whoa! Whoa!
God bless.
I've come for Geza, the son of the nomads Voivod. Or rather, for his body.
The devil himself made him cross our path. Pulled his knife on us right away, the bastard. He wanted to stab us all. So he got an axe to the head. The foreman said we should tie the body to a tree, so them other vagabonds see they can't mess with us.
All right. I think I'll have a word with your foreman.
Take care.
Greetings to you. How can I help?
How's the forest work going?
It's misery. The trees in the rocks are as twisted as a pig's tail. There's bugger all coin in felling them.
Why are you felling here, exactly?
Before, we was cutting hard timber for the building works in Trotsky. But since the job's been done, we only cut for Lord Semine. He gets a bit of coin in the town for it, but I say them local pine trees is miserable wood for building.
You've got the body of a dead nomad here.
Makes for a nice tree decoration, don't you think? No tears shed over that bugger, he started it.
I'd like to bury him.
What? Forget it. Them heathens from down by the pond sent you, am I right?
Don't you know that when one of those people dies a violent death, his spirit always comes back to roam the countryside? You wouldn't want this place to be haunted, would you, friend?
Haunted, eh?
And his mother is a mighty witch. I wouldn't mess with her if I was you.
Shit, that didn't occur to me. We certainly don't want anything like that here. Take him as far away from here as you can.
That'll be Gazer. They really gave him a going over. Ugh! You're as heavy as a sack of rocks. This isn't how you imagined things would end for you, is it? Damn, you're no lightweight. We'll be there soon. Don't worry. You'll be at peace now.
Cikno prav. Amelomiro, put Geza in the grave.
Here I am. Poor Gazer almost broke my back.
Thank you for your help, Henry. I hope the woodcutters did not cause too much trouble.
Well, I managed.
I am glad to hear. Anyway, my family is not here yet. Edai must come to Vartinel.
Should I go to the camp to get her and the Voivod?
No. I will go and get them myself. You have done more than enough for us already. and I have to bring something from camp. We must bury him with his favorite possession. That is the only way he will remain in the next world and not want to return. You stay here with him and wait until I come back with the others.
Aye, Henry. Thank you for saving Tibor. And that we can bury poor Geza properly now.
Palikerauter Nogajo, you who will finally unite our familia. Now come with us to escort Geza on his last journey. Devla amaro, sosal pro opiren, pošvestin pestironau, autiro tagaripen, meelauka sartukames, pro pripen aukate prepuf. Omaro amaro de amen adagives, od mugamenge amare bini, sarte amen od mukazolenge, so amenge musarde. Umalidia amen, androbini. Tirohin od Hagaripen, Tozor, Toaš Dupinen, Andresa Berškaj Avena.
Amen.
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 Outliving your chave is a terrible thing. It is even worse when you cannot bury them.
Thank you, Henry. We will never forget this. If someone touches you, I whip them like a cur.
Thank you, Voivod. I'm glad we could give your son a decent burial.
From now on, I consider you my Gajo Pral. Brother, if you ever need anything, come to me. I will share all I know with you, and if you ever need a place to stay at our camp, I am sure Geza would not mind you sleeping in his place.
And I will keep my word and tell you how things are with the amulet. But let us now give Geza some peace. Come to our camp. We talk. Henry, the thing is, I cannot give you the amulet.
Not even now? After I did everything you asked from me?
Ashta, hold on. It is Chuhahuno, and its power protects me. And Marika knows well that I'm trapped without it.
What do you mean, trapped? What kind of game is this?
This is no game, Gajo. Marika stole the letter from me.
What letter?
One from Emperor Sigismund himself. Before you start cursing the ginger folks, you should know he was good Hungarian king before he came to fuck with Bohemia. Back then, he defended Hungary from the Turks, and I fought with him. We had a whole company of Roma warriors, armed to teeth. I led them. For our help, Sigismund gave us letter of safe conduct that give us freedom to travel and protection from the law.
So you're not subject to any lord?
Just so. He give us freedom to travel the world and judge our own people by our own laws. With the letter, we are free people. Without, we are like beasts to be hunted. They can put us in pillory, drive us out of town. Anyone can do what they like to us.
I can see where this is going.
That piece of parchment make us people. Without it, we are nothing.
You know how it is.
The rest of the camp doesn't know yet, and they must not find out.
But what's that got to do with Marika?
It seems, when she ran off, she take letter with her as a guarantee. Or to blackmail me when she needs something. But by taking letter, she put us all in danger. Me and all camp. And if I give up amulet too, it is my end. Bring me back letter from Marika. When I have it, and amulet here in my hands, I will forgive her. She can come back then. Katarsal, what's up, Pooch?
Careful.
What a day.
Did you hear about what happened at the big wheel?
Kaj jazz, more?
Katarsal, what's up, Jungushina?
Careful.
Marika really needs the Voivod's amulet, but of course he doesn't want to let go of it.
He will not give amulet. His pride will not let him. But I have an idea. He likes to bet. And if you wager with him, I will help you win. Go and try it. You will see.
All right. Suppose there's no harm in trying.
Te aveți bactalo, more.
Voivod, what if we made a wager for the amulet?
Dilinigaji, what are you trying? I thought you were on my side.
Are you afraid of losing? The letter against the amulet. An honest wager with honest intentions.
Honest, huh? You want me to end up without shirt?
All right, so how about this? If I win, we trade the amulet for the letter. And if I lose...
The letter will be mine.
But if you lose, you'll give the amulet to Marika yourself. She insisted.
Huh? She want to see her dad on his knees, huh? But that will never happen. Now, listen here to Tsignomiro de Gesis. All right then. Just so you know I'm not afraid. And no Prekerantos can without Voivod. Let us wager. But first you must show me the letter. And I will decide what the wager will be. So there is no trickery. It will be you against my best man. As you can see, I'm not young anymore and I would have disadvantage. Take it or leave it.
All right, I'll get the letter.
Mi tu tavel bacht, te sa stipend.
What? Hey there, good man. If you're looking for company, come and sit by the fire.
Go!
Whoa!
I'll get you. Ah!
Fucking cowards! Mercy! Leave me be!
God! God! Go! God!
Whoa!
Fuck! Wolves!
Infernal beasts! The wolves must have smelled rot and tried to get in. At first I managed to chase them away with fire, but they got used to it and just waited for me to go out.
You were lucky they didn't get to you. I got rid of them.
Polycarav, you are my guardian angel.
The Voivod sent me to get his letter of safe conduct.
He sent you to get his precious parchment, but he does not care how his daughter is? Devla! So you know that is the very reason why I run away from there. It is all honor this, honor that, but people? They not important. When they nearly kill my Bohush, only because he's Gajo, we have to flee in case they decide to finish what they start. If I did not take that letter, the Voivod would say next day he never have any chai.
I think you're being unfair to him. He cares about you.
Then why does he not show it? He is selfish. He thinks only of himself. I cannot give him that letter. It is my only guarantee that Voivod will not leave Bohush to die. If the magic amulet does not help Bohush, nothing will.
The Voivod won't give up the amulet, but he agrees to wager it with me.
Was it Mama or Tibor who told you that? Voivod will never give up. But when you prod him enough, he will wager it.
Of course, I'd have to win.
We have to be smarter than he is. I'm sure Edai can give you some advice.
The Voivod also wants me to have the letter with me and exchange it immediately after the wager's done.
All right. But if he loses, he have to give it to me himself. From hand to hand. That is the most important thing. I want to look him in the eye. I will give you the letter, but... do I have your word of honor that you will not just hand it over to him?
Then I give you my word. I, Henry of Skalitz, son of a nobleman and squire to Lord Capon, promise you this.
You do not have to pretend to be noble. Your word is good enough for me anyway. I hope Voivod will not try to take it from you by force.
I don't think so. After Gaze's funeral, he told me I was under his protection.
Funeral? What?
Oh, you didn't know. Gazer got into a fight with some woodcutters at Semine, and it ended badly.
Ay, Devla. And what about Tibor?
He got caught too, but I managed to get him out. He's safe now.
Sweet Mother of God, my brother. And I was not there for his funeral. Damn Voivod and his stubbornness. But I thank you for my brothers too.
You're welcome. I'd rather no one else came to harm, like you or Baruch.
Now, listen. If you head from here to the right and down the valley, you will come across a spring with a well and a big cache next to it. You will find a small hollow in the trunk covered with bark. That is where I hid the letter. Baktalo Tirodrom.
Marika! Leave me
keep
be.
us.
Marika!
So this is the Voivod's letter.
Oi, Raklea, come closer. Let us... So you listened to my advice after all. You and Voivod have wagered on the fate of our family. Raklea, you must win that bet whatever it takes. It is not about honor. It is about the curse that shall descend upon us if Marika's sweetheart dies.
What do you suggest?
When you know what you will be competing in, come to me and I will think of something.
I'll think about it.
What do you have for...
Nothing to your liking, sir?
letter is here with me.
See? Where there is will, there is way. But you can still back out and just give me the letter, and I will reward you. Otherwise, when you lose, you will judge the chef.
I'm not scared. Let's make the wager.
Fine then. I choose Tibor as my champion. He will trample you into ground. You will compete in horse riding and fist fighting, the nomad way.
Well then, may the best man win.
Ha! That is exactly what I want.
I'll stop bragging. What if it's a tie after 2 rounds?
Then there will be a third contest between you and me. But I will tell you about it only if it comes to that. So that you cannot start thinking now how to outfox me. I warn you. You should have give me letter, and you would have reward. Now, you will live with niche but shame. Let us not delay. As I say, first you and Tibor will compete in horse riding. Do you have your own horse?
I do. Don't worry.
Good. You go down toward ponds to meadow behind Old Crone's house. You would break your necks if you start racing up here in the rocks. Nikolai will go there with you and start you off. He has been going on about having horse race for a while now. Maybe this keep him quiet a while. From meadow, you ride along path straight ahead until you reach road that runs along other side of Rock Tower Pond. Then left around pond to cliffs. Soon, it lead you to left again to Old Forest Path. This, after a while, take you back to main road from Semin and back to camp. That yes?
I'll run some errands and come back.
Do not keep me waiting for long.
How can I help you, sir?
I'm supposed to race Tibor.
I would know who to pick as his champion. Tibor rides like the wind. It will not be easy for you.
You said you could help me win this wager.
Any other time, I would be happy to let fate decide the winner fairly. But I would like to see my child again. So listen. Here's a potion. Pour it into Tibor's horse's straw before the race.
But I don't want to poison the creature.
Hush now. It is just well, let us just say the Grey will have other concerns, like trouble with belly. And you will have better chance to win.
All right. That sounds harmless.
Yes. Unless he gallops even faster because of it.
I made a wager with the Voivod. If I win, he'll give his amulet to Marika in exchange for the letter of safe conduct.
Haha! Voivod cannot resist wager, ever.
But you don't know everything. The Voivod has elected a champion to compete in his place. It's you.
I'm not surprised.
Could we, come to some arrangement?
Kadabainov. Sorry, Henry, but we cannot. I must honor my father's wish and do my best.
Even when it's about your sister, Marika?
It is about more, Henry. It is about the honor of me and my family.
This honor of yours... Well, what can I say? I understand and respect it.
Good luck, Henry. We shall meet in fair combat and may God decide the outcome.
About our wager.
So you come back. Let us do it.
Let's do it.
You will be less eager when Tibor tramples you under hooves.
Ready?
Let us do it. Henry, I am sorry, but I will not spare you.
Same here.
Enough talk. You can start in 3, 2, 1. Go!
Go! Go!
What is wrong with you, Graya? You look like you are drunk.
Go! Go! Quick!
Poor animal. What is the matter with you?
Quick!
What is wrong with the animal?
Go! Quick!
Poor animal. What is the matter with you?
Go! Go!
On.
People walking. Go! Go! Quick! Go!
A gajo beat my shovel?
So, Tibor wasn't as fast as you thought.
Well, respect to you. I just hope there was no foul play involved.
Don't be daft. It was all fair and square.
Anyway, there is round 2 to worry about. But I'm warning you, lose there will hurt a lot more. We go down to arena and see who's stronger.
What are the rules?
Rule number 1. No weapons. When you lying on ground, fight it's over.
Or a Tibor.
Ha ha ha!
I need a little more time to get ready. I'll come back later.
I hope you don't change mind and run away. Good bacht, Tessa Stipen.
Guys, it's hot out. What would you like, sir?
The race is finished. Now me and Tibor will fight.
So far, so good. Tibor's Grey will sleep it off and be well again. But I've prepared something for the fight too, just in case.
What do you mean?
I'll give you a potion I made from natural herbs. Put it in Tibor's drink. He'll just get sleepy and make it easier for you. Le.
All right. Thank you. What a race, eh? I didn't look behind much, So I don't know if you enjoyed it as much as I did.
I do not understand this. Like my horse forget me in these few days. He don't obey, and when I push him, he nearly throw me couple of times.
Well, be more careful next time. Anyway, the first round's behind us.
You said you'd share your skills with me. Is that offer still open?
Indeed, it is. The forest is my second home, so if you want to get to know it better, you only have to ask. Apart from shooting from a bow, I have also dealt a few blows in my life, and taken a few. So, I know about fighting from both sides.
Sounds good. I'll be glad if you'd share your knowledge with me.
And what do you fancy the most?
Maybe I could use some tips on fist fighting.
Watch out. As I said, it is also about getting used to taking blows and being able to deal with it. So, pay attention.
I'd love to hear some tips from you. Is that possible?
And what do you fancy the most?
I'd like to improve my marksmanship.
A steady hand and regular breathing. That is what it is all about. So, pay attention. Hi, John, Julie.
I'd love to hear some tips from you. Is that possible?
And what do you fancy the most?
Teach me to understand nature better.
If you know where to look, you will find that Mother Earth will give you everything you need to live. So, pay attention.
About the fight.
So, you ready for Prekeliban?
I'm ready, Voivod. Let's do it.
Mistress, let's go. I hope you enjoyed chewing on last apple when you still had all your danda.
Come on!
Defend yourself!
Block, for fuck's sake!
Zakinzigasha!
Ha! I won the wager.
You call that winning? I can smell caravan and hexes you cheated with.
It doesn't matter how I won. It's the result that counts. Now listen, Voivod. If you want to ever talk again about honor, you better keep your word.
I will... You... Chachis, you're right. You win, and amulet is yours.
It's Marika's, remember? You have to give it to her in person. That was our deal.
And you can't?
No. A wager is a wager, Voivod.
All right. All right. We go then.
Marika, I've brought someone who wants to see you.
Dad?
Marika. I'm glad you are right.
I won the wager.
So the amulet?
Amulet. Oh. Amulet, it's yours.
It's for Bohush.
Marika, are you sure? The amulet is Chokahunu. It has power.
To save life. Yes. And you are giving it to me and Bohush by choice. Exactly according to our customs. Right, Dad?
Wait. Wait!
What's happening here?
If I give him amulet then? Oi, Devla! Unbelievable! She played me like little shovel. She fooled me. My own daughter treated me like nobody ever did. Do not get it. You cannot. You don't know our ways. Everybody here knows if you save somebody's life, they become part of family. And I giving to this Juvalo my magic amulet by choice.
So that's what it was all about.
Marika is her father's daughter, true.
When the foe is stronger, use your wits. You told me that.
Marika, dear girl, if you were boy, you will be voivode after me, but tradition is tradition.
I have no interest in being voivode. Anyway, I think Tibor is better suited. It is enough for me that I can go home and take Bohush with me. And when we do not like it anymore, we go again. Perhaps to village.
Marika, did you lose your mind? You could marry another voivode and be our queen.
And what if I don't want to? What if I want to marry an ordinary gajo?
And forget your Anglune? Marika, blood is thicker than water.
So what? But don't worry, Dad. I will never forget about honor and what's right and proper. Maybe in the end, I can even teach the village gajos some things.
You are just stubborn like me. Come back, both of you. I forgive you. And I also... sorry.
What? I didn't catch that. Henry, did he say something?
I heard it well.
I sorry to you, and I sorry to Bohush. I acted like fool. I mistake, stubborn for honor. Now I know I wrong.
That's the first time I ever heard you apologize. Henry, give him the letter. All right, then. I will go to camp with you and we'll stay there until it's time to move on. But when you start packing, I want to choose myself whether I will go with you or stay here.
Have it your way. From now on, your life is yours alone. Thank you, lad. You fool me nice. But I'm not angry because I learned a lot from this. Come. Me and Henry help you back to camp. Much to celebrate. And you, Henry, you deserve proper reward.
The innkeeper said something went down at the tavern.
Nothing serious. We just kicked those human scum out of the place. But the thing is, I'd sleep better knowing someone made sure they don't come back ever again.
Someone... like me?
What an idea! At least you'd show you're worth your salt. After what you pulled last time, your reputation could use a bit of polishing.
I'll have to think about it.
You don't have to think about anything. Either you're with us, or against us.
I'll take care of the Cumans.
Excellent. I don't care what you do with them. Just find their camp, and make sure I never see them again. Got it? Seems they came from Samin. Try asking there. Someone must have noticed that rabble. I'm always glad to see polite people like you.
Captain, do you know about a Cuman camp somewhere in the area?
Well, I've seen some Cumans hanging around the Rock Tower Pond. I think they joined forces with that nomad vermin. Try asking Bojena the herb woman. She might know something about them. Maybe try Nathan the shepherd down past the village. He knows every stump around here.
I apologize.
Gossiping about it won't do anyone any good.
You think I'll blurt it out to the first person I meet?
No, I just want to be sure nobody finds out.
I'm glad Marika's back.
It is you.
You hid yourselves well. I'll give you that.
Better not be seen by people. People not like when we are close. You see yourself how people treat us. All we want was something to eat.
You're right. I reckon you shouldn't return to the village. Next time it might end in more than just a brawl.
But now that almost sounds like threat.
Threat is too strong a word. I'd call it a friendly warning.
You are one strange fellow. You take their side, but they treat you no better than us.
Well, I may not be from around here, but I'm nothing like you. People like you destroyed my home and killed my parents.
People like us?
Cumans.
Fuck. I sorry hear that. What is your name?
I'm Henry.
You Henry. All right, Henry. Come then, Henry, we drink to memory of parents.
All right, but just a little. I'm not exactly friends with booze.
But we will make friends of you yet. A baratokra. Sereted. Strong, yes. This booze, it make by nomads from up there. But no worry. Only 2 men go blind so far.
It's vile.
You know we wanted to buy something better in tavern, but you see what happened.
What do you do around here, anyway? I doubt you just drink all day.
But, yes. Meg proper came get me utano. We wait for Voivod Nomad move away. Until he do, how you say, kill time.
Where did you learn to speak our language so well, anyway?
Oh, from parents. Father travel a lot, meet mother like that. She half German, half Czech, but she sing and teach me Czech. Me too. Travel everywhere.
You've traveled a lot. Because of the war.
Much worse than war. For love.
Love? How so?
That is long story. And I am not drink enough to talk about.
How'd you get on with those nomads up there?
We sometimes drink together. But anyway, they not fuck with us, we not fuck with them. All outlaws, no bad blood. Maybe, how you say, on other hand, oh no, opposite.
What do you mean?
Well, Yoshok here fall for love one of the women. Ugye Yoshok. Arra een nőre fenne de fogadni.
Hagyj békén. Tudod, mi jár a fejemben?
But nothing come from it, I think. Difficult. No one understand word what others say.
Well, that's pretty unlucky. Still, maybe she'll notice him one day.
If he no wash couple of days, her nose notice him.
Huh?
Oh, it is nothing. Come, we drink it all away. Cheers! Eleg, enough. Like this drinking, we dead in morning.
A warrior like you afraid of a little booze?
A real soldier know when to wait for fight.
How long have you been camping here?
1 week, 2, 3, 5. From Sigismund, we run away just after.
After what?
It does not matter.
After Scalis, right? You were there.
Let be, Henry. Not good to open old wound. And more special, not big wound.
But...
Please, we talk about anything, but not this. At least now not.
What about your beloved? Was she Bohemian too?
No, not. My family make lots of travel in different countries. We ended up in Italy. In Milan, yes? Most beautiful city in the world. I grow up there, get into service of Master Muzio. He sell cloths and have enough coin he pay people like me. People who can hand out beatings.
Yeah, leave your memories be. Let's have a drink instead.
I am afraid we nearly dry, friend. But I know a place. Up on hill. Woodcutters hide bottles of drink there.
Ah, fuck that. I've still got something with me.
You keep it. Wait when you try their drink. I do not know where they make, but Corva, it has balls. Take Yoshok with you. Rocks and forests here are dangerous. You can watch for each other.
Köszönöm a nőt. Ha majd te fogsz nőt keresni nálunk, én is segítek neked.
What?
Egy ilyen nő miatt el tudnám képzelni, hogy itt maradjak. Jó itt nálatok.
I don't think so, no.
Azok a mély erdők félelmetesek. Te is hallod ezt? Azok a kutyák. Ez a szegénység és szegénység. Szegényság. Jaj, de kéne segítség.
I ducky now shake its egg.
Gyermekeink sínak.
Carey King still not green ups.
Anyáink sírba borulnak.
I like
sheer barbarian luck. Minion heave-ho amber egg.
I've been waiting for you.
He's breathing. It was just too much for him, that's all.
I've been waiting for you. I've been waiting for you. You're on the right path, but you have not reached your goal yet.
My goal? You mean the moonshine?
That too. But more importantly, your life goal.
What's my goal?
You tell me.
You can talk?
Perhaps. Or perhaps neither of us is talking. The world is full of mysteries. Your destination is right in front of you. But be careful.
I will. I will. Don't worry.
Kuvest as Orodat.
Did that dog talk? Here's that stash. Just like that dog told me.
Sakra! Henry, what happened? Your shock crawl back on knees and you look like you see a ghost.
I just talked to a dog. I think I've had enough.
A dog, you say?
What's the matter? Now you're the one that looks like they've seen a ghost.
Henry, that must be some kind of important message, you know? Dogs, they have special meaning for us.
What meaning?
No, they're not just animals. We treat like people, like you and me. Because of loyalty, they show masters. Not like fucking lazy cats. If you're in trouble, they only watch. We bury dogs in the same graves as people. And some, they talk. That is big sign. True, I do not know what sign, but still, it is sign. After a big event like this, we must drink.
Ugh, that's damn strong. Oh, Christ, that's rank. Those woodcutters must brew it from horse shit.
That does not matter. At least it will make us drunk, or is too strong for a hero from tavern. Maybe he prefer buttermilk.
Oh, shut up. It just caught me off guard. I've drunk worse, and it didn't do anything to me. I can drink like a fish.
Really? Show how you can drink.
What? I can do anything I turn my mind to. Got that?
Like what? Tell me.
Above all, I'm smart. I dare say I'm the smartest person I know. No offense, of course.
And how you know that?
Well, because I can read. Can you read? Can any of you heathen cutthroats read?
I must say that no.
And I can write and all. I reckon even old von Berghoff can't do that.
I think no.
And once, in Egypt, I even gave a sermon. Just like that. Off the top of my head. The women's knees buckled when they heard how wisely I spoke about corruption and fornication.
But we know a lot about that. Most of all, about fornication.
I could pick you up like a stone. I'm strong as an ox.
Wait, no pick up. I get angry.
I get angry all you like. You're no match for me. I once took down a giant.
Azt állítja, hogy puszta kézzel ölt meg egy óriást.
Ez egy bunkó.
What did he say?
He asked, what giant?
Runt, they call him.
You kill Runt with bare hands?
No. I shot him in the eye with a crossbow bolt. To sum up, I'm simply the best.
Atkosot. I cannot believe this.
What did you say?
Everyone good at something, but nobody good at everything.
You don't believe me. You don't fucking believe me.
Calm down now, friend.
Like hell I'll calm down. Come on, let's take this outside.
We're already outside.
Well, doesn't matter. You don't believe me? Choose anything, and we'll see which one of us is better.
Oh, really? How about swimming?
Well, I can do that too.
Asmondia, usikaleg jobban.
Oh, faszomat.
I'll show you, faszomat. You'll see. Let's go to the pond. I'm the greatest!
Oh, Buzzmag. Don't fall, you idiot!
Who are you calling idiot, You gotta be shitting me. Where am I? How did I get here?
Be careful!
Jesus Christ! Oh, God! I'm gonna fall! I'm gonna drown here!
Calm down! You'll not move!
And how the fuck am I supposed to do that when the world's spinning?
Ez egy győrült! Ha meg fog fulladni!
Oh, God! What am I supposed to do? I want to go back! Oh,
be careful!
Bloody hell, I'm trying!
You are madman, Henry!
How do you say madman in your language?
Blonde.
Blonde. A blonde madman. Now, one more beer, and I'll start speaking your language.
Bottoms up! Agus shigedra.
To all the bolons and busty blondes. Oh, fuck. Being in the water seems to have sobered me up. I should stop drinking. Mar nem to doc.
Come on, friend. Have another.
Well, will you tell me what you were up to in Skalitz now?
Kurva. You not give me peace, eh?
I'm not. I mean, I won't.
But you must know we only come at end, when all is over.
Were you there when they killed the blacksmith?
Blacksmith? We kill blacksmith?
Aye, the blacksmith. And his wife. He took lots of yours down first. But in the end, Owlitz himself finished him off.
Oh, I did not see that.
Well, that's how I lost my parents.
Oh, Kurva. To their memory.
To their memory. What about the looting? You had fun? Women, coin.
Henry, what you think? Why you say that?
What do you think? You lot killed my girl.
Ozlot. Oz megdugtad a lányt a Skalitz kocsmában?
Kizárt.
Not me, not Yoshok. We did not touch hair on head of any girl that day. Understand? Understand.
I understand.
I know you are good men, and I am very sorry. War is shit. Drink with me.
War is shit. You know what? You were right. Fuck it.
You are right. Bosmelk.
Let's get serious. What are you gonna do? I mean, what are we gonna do about Troskovitz?
What about it?
Do not go back. That's all. Fenyagatesh.
You threaten me?
I warn you. If you show your faces there again, they'll send someone a lot worse than me after you.
All right. We have one more, and I promise you what you want.
All right. Give it here, then. Oh. Oh, fuck. Oh. Something wants out.
Mirfos. Ah, Franzpa, Henry, you puke on my boots!
Oh, fuck. Sorry, friend. I'll clean it up. Show me your foot. I'll wipe it with my sleeves.
Ugh, just leave it.
No, you have to clean it right away. Before it dries.
Sacra, that's enough. Hey, this tiny fogok. I should not give you so much drink. But you drink, and I make promise. Nobody see us in Troskovitz again. Megadom Savamat. But you, Baratok, you are always welcome. Come see me someday in Kishkunfelich Hosman.
What fucking Baratok? And what kiss cunt fell on his arse?
It's not far from Szeged. And if you want to learn fight with saber, only say...
Uruluk? Kolomeroso for Tatodna?
Mia Fenos. Henry, you're better than Nelvin Cat.
Meet Mundas. Tevez. Tebes el Chel.
As Urult.
Tevajas Urult.
No argue. I mean, Nevitatkos. Inkab menjung kaludni. Why are you naked, lad?
I'd like to learn something.
What do you want to know?
I'd like to improve my swordplay.
I'll tell you some interesting things.
I'd like to learn something.
What is this about?
Blunt weapons are my favourite. Show me a few tricks.
All right then, but it'll take a while.
I'd like to learn something.
What do you want to know?
Tell me how to fight better with a halberd.
All right then, but it'll take a while. You're not allowed here. That's it. Go now.
For a better life, they said. But what's the truth?
Oh, it's you! Now, I'm sorry that I didn't let you know.
God bless you, sir.
About those Cumans.
Is it... done?
Aye. They shouldn't be a problem anymore.
Are you sure?
Well, let's just say they didn't guard their camp all that well. All I had to do was wait until nightfall, and...
All right. I don't need to hear the details. At least there's one less thing to worry about. Here's some coin for your trouble. I'm glad I can count on you. Take care.
Grain is good for the stomach, but I prefer it in beer form. Good eating. You look like you're as drunk as a lord, Henry. Where'd you get so wasted?
Oh, it's you! Now, I'm sorry that I didn't let you know. Show me your wares. A word about the price.
Das könnte vielleicht gehen.
Do we have a deal?
That's more like it. Just a bit more and we can shake hands. Sehr gut. I can agree to that. Danke. Das war ein gutes Geschäft, mein Herr.
It happens! Just watch where you're going next time. You have a kind master, eh, doggy?
Survived floods, plague, and fires, and failed harvests. But now we face a far greater...
Here you go. Take it.
You